Hello and welcome back everyone, my name is Faded and today I present to you the Phoenix, which I created to be my main base on the most competitive servers in Rust. Firstly, it is made to withstand both online and offline raids because you never know which one is going to hit you first. It features a very well protected compound with a lot of angles, a shooting floor with tight peaks all around the base, but most importantly having loads of respawn points and peaks into the core of the base so that you could get the best chances of defending that online raid. And of course, it wouldn't be my base if it didn't have a bunker, so I've added 2 vending machine bunkers located on different sides of the base, which makes raiding them really expensive. I also put quite a bit of work into designing this compound. I made it so that you could section it off with these prison cell gates, which limit how much of the compound the raiders can actually control. There are also these furnace walls, which are only on this side of the base because this side has the fewest angles from the shooting floor. There are many more features this base has, so let's go and take a look at them in the base store. As we go through this base tour, I quickly wanted to say that if you enjoy my content, don't forget to drop a like and a sub. It really costs you nothing at all and means everything to me. Thanks. Starting off the tour, we have these awesome disconnectable external TCs, and there is 2 of them and they can be simply disconnected like this. Going into our gatehouse, we have a bed, battery, some storage, and a really nice view into our compound. This ramp above our heads allows us to kill any potential raiders that would be raiding through your gatehouse. As you can see, the compound itself is sectioned off, making it really difficult for the raiders to take control over the whole compound, and there is also 4 protected turrets with great visibility all around. These furnaces are raised like this, making this into a furnace wall which requires way more rockets to go through. And it's only built like this near your gatehouses because that's where your respawns are and where you don't really want to get raided through. Going into our base, we have a really nice entrance, and jumping to the 2nd floor, we are greeted by our main living area, which is super cozy, spacious, and has a lot of angles to defend it from. There is also these vending machine bunkers, which are really OP and super expensive to raid if upgraded to top tier. There is 2 of them in total, and they are both located on different sides, so you cannot splash them. I didn't add a bunker to the core of this base because I really think it is not needed when there are so many doors leading to the core, and also when we have these vending machine bunkers, you should probably keep the best loot there and spread the rest of it throughout the whole base so that the raiders would literally need to raid it all to get everything. Jumping up to our shooting floor, we have a bunch of beds everywhere. There is tons of angles here and I really love how the shooting floor feels and looks. And here is the roof, very spacious. You can easily fit a mini here, and the roof is also protected by 4 turrets, which 2 of them are these ones that are really hard to break. And that is basically it with the base door, so now let's go and learn how to build this beauty. Starting the build off, we're gonna place down 2 squares and a triangle foundation connected to one of these, and this is just a simple 2x1. There is nothing much to it, so just follow my steps and you'll be good to go. When placing down the tool cupboard, make sure to snug it into the corner as tightly as possible so that there would be no gaps between the wall and the tool cupboard, and this is going to make placing the shelves in a second a little bit easier. If you cannot place this floor here, that means you didn't place the TC as close to the wall as possible. There's a quick fix for that. You can try rotating the TC and it should work. If it doesn't, then you might need to replace the TC. This is how I usually place my deployables in the 2x1 core. You can also fit up to 3 bags in it, and make sure to change all the wooden doors out into metal ones because Molotovs exist and you can get raided pretty quickly. When you get your stuff together and gather some more stone, we can start expanding and honeycombing the base. When you get some metal or high quality metal, I suggest you upgrade these floors as soon as possible. Then upgrade these stone walls to metal as well, because we are not going to be honeycombing them right now. This is going to be the main entrance to the base, so place stone foundations and a furnace as a jump up. To make this base even stronger, I suggest you getting some garage doors and placing them in these spots right here. Now in this phase we're gonna wall in the second floor, and it is really simple, so just follow my steps and you'll be good to go. Now let's build the entrance at the front, and if you do not have reinforced window glass, you can use wooden bars for now. And this is why I use a double door here, because when you open it, it kinda gives you an airlock. Okay, now let's wall in the rest of the second floor. When you wall everything in, let's add some floors above. Now you can start filling in your second floor with deployables. Now when placing boxes, I suggest you placing these metal ramps here because they give some protection to the base if being raided through this side. On this side, before placing the ramp, first upgrade this floor to metal because you won't be able to reach it later. Now let's go and upgrade the core to its final stage, and note that you do not have to do it in one go. You can work your way up upgrading to metal and then high quality metal. If you need a little more storage, you can add this shelf here. Now we're going to build a vending machine bunkered loot rooms, and I'm using symmetry for this, which means what I do on this side is also being copied on the other side as well. So just know that you'll have to do the exact same steps as here on the other side as well. When placing the vending machine, rotate it so that the backside would be facing you, and then wiggle it around until you can get it so close to the door frame so that there would be no gaps on the sides as shown here. And when you place it down, check if you can loot all of the boxes, disable broadcasting, rotate it, upgrade the door frame to metal, and you can add a door in front of it for some added protection. And yeah, like I said before, you will have to do the same steps on this second loot room as well. Now let's go outside and honeycomb this base more. Before honeycombing the front, make sure to upgrade the shown walls to metal because you won't be able to reach them later. In this phase, we're going to build the external TCs in the compound. So to start, come up to the side of the base and place 2 triangles followed by 2 squares and a single triangle on the end. And once again, to speed things up, I'm using symmetry, so what I'm doing on this side, you must repeat on the other side of the base. Now after removing the twig, build back from this triangle with more triangles until you have something looking like this. Now let's quickly build these turret pods, and they're really simple to build, so just follow my steps. And note that if you want to make 2 more external TCs, you can break these wooden foundations and connect an external TC to this turret pod. Okay, so now we have the footprint for our turret pods. Now let's build the gatehouses. On this foundation, we are going to place the external TC, and on the side that is looking towards the base, make sure to place 2 half walls to make this TC disconnectable. I forgot to do this, but make sure to place these frames 2-story high as shown in this video, otherwise you won't be able to place them later, so yeah, don't make this mistake. Now let's build the turret pods for our compound, so first let's build them on the gatehouses. Now let's quickly place some wall frames that are going to act as a guide for placing our compound walls. Now to place these compound walls correctly, please follow my steps carefully and first start at this simple compound turret pod. After placing this wall, there should be a gap here like this. Now place the second wall at the gatehouse, and you might have this gap here because of the metal barricade is in the way, and that gap is not a big one, so it's not a big deal. And now this is very important, but when placing the last wall, make sure that it just touches the wall frame as shown in the video. This will allow easier placement of the large furnace later on. And now just do the same steps all around the base. Now to place the large furnace correctly, stand in the middle of this foundation and then wiggle it around until you place it down. Now if you're having problems as I did here and you cannot place the large furnace, you can remove these walls and replace them. Now let's build these ramps to get some insane angles into our compound entrances. Now in this phase we're gonna be building these cool peaks and a shooting floor, and it is pretty simple to build, so it doesn't need my commentary. Just follow my steps carefully. If you don't have a brutalist building skin, you can use a normal roof and you will get decent angles, but with a brutalist skin you would get way better angles. But for now I'm just gonna use the stone roof. I did a pretty basic layout of this room, but you can mess around with it and create something special because this room is pretty open and you can do some really nice things with it. But okay, let's go and upgrade some things now. In this spot I like to place down some ramps because they give you some better angles into your core and you can actually place deployables on them, which looks really cool. Now let's build these turret pods, and you might ask why they look like that and what's the purpose of all of this, and that's because these turret pods are really hard to break, even with MLRS rockets, so they can take a beating. They don't have the widest angles on our roof, but they have a clear vision on our entrances to the roof, which is the most important thing. And to have the whole roof protected, I'm going to place 2 more turrets here as well.